Bruce Plagman, named after Isaac Bruce of the 2000 Super Bowl winning St. Louis Rams, was born in Sioux Falls. Was it North or South? Bob, do we have that information?
Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
Was born in one of those states that no one cares about 60 years ago as of June 24th, officially making him old. I recently sat down with Bruce, or the Brewster as he's known by his friends, and asked him about what it's like being old, and if he started taking HGH supplements like Rambo. When a man reaches the 6-decade mark, he wants to be able to look back on his life knowing that he didn't waste it. Just like that guy at the end of Saving Private Ryan.
I've tried to live my life the best I could.
But I bet he didn't have a boat. Just saying. There's no denying all that Bruce has accomplished in his 6 decades on this earth, or that he has a boat. He also owns 2 homes, even if no one uses one and his wife hates the other, has a buttload of cars, or whatever these things are supposed to be, and has his hair. But perhaps most impressive of all, his 3 children. Yeah, my older brother had 2 boys, my younger brothers each had 3 chicks, so I was like, screw that. How about some variety up in here, know what I'm saying? Now I got a wonderful son who's dominating pro baseball in the minor leagues, a wonderful daughter with a master's degree and a new job at the biggest advertising company in the country, and my other son. When I sat down with Bruce's 3 children, they seemed very eager to top one another when it came to how much they knew about their old man, and they made sure I understood that they meant old man literally. So we settled the argument the old-fashioned way. Hello and welcome to Who's Your Daddy? Tonight's contestants are the offspring of one Bruce Plagman, a recently 60-year-old man who doesn't look a day over 58. Let's meet our contestants. First is Nick, the oldest of the 3, just finished school at the University of Georgia. Tell us about it. Oh yeah, thousands of hot chicks. Oh, okay. Learn anything useful? Oh yeah, I didn't even know that many hot chicks existed. Now I do. Jessica, the middle child, how are you this evening?
They're not chicks, Nick. They're women.
Moving on, Tony, the youngest of the 3. You just started your first full year of minor league baseball. So tell us, you get that amazing athletic ability from your dad?
Not really. It was pretty much all my older brother's doing.
I see. Well, let's get ready to play Who's Your Daddy?
Yeah, I owe him like everything.
Hey, don't worry about it, Tony. I'll take a check. Question number 1. What is your dad's favorite sport?
Football.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'll repeat the question, and I encourage participants to wait until I finish reading the question before they respond. What is your dad's favorite sport to fall asleep to? Golf. That is correct! And question number 2. When was your dad first married? Tony.
1977.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Yes, Nicholas.
1974.
That is correct. Don't worry, Dad, I didn't tell Mom. And Rita says hi, by the way. Nick is off to an early 2-0 lead. Yeah, big surprise there. Question number 3. Name a country your dad has not been to. Jessica.
Zimbabwe?
No. Tony.
Arkansas.
No. Also wrong. Nick, can you save the day as usual? Prussia. Couldn't have gone there because it hasn't existed since before World War I, and he was born like 5 years after World War I ended. Bam. I am that good. Judges? Yes, we can accept that. The answer we were looking for was Antarctica. Yes, Antarctica. Excuse me, he went there in 2009? What? You had to sell like tractor wheels or something. Damn it, Bob, I told you can't trust Wikipedia. No, I don't want to hear it. And we're back. Question number 4. That is not in my notes. Question number 4. What celebrity was Bruce Plagman separated from at birth? Dicko.
Hold that.
Too late, already answered it.
Brad Pitt?
Mike Dicka is correct. Brad Pitt's a good 20 years younger than him, sweetheart. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna suck up, at least pick someone who could even be Dad's age. Like, I don't know, Charlton Heston or Cloris Leachman or something. Question number 5. What college did Bruce go to? Anyone? Anyone at all? No one knows. They did have college back then, I know that. Whoa. Judges, are we sure this college actually exists? There's no way they're getting that. All right, we're tossing that question. Next question. Question 58. What word did your dad claim he said when he let an F-bomb slip while in the car with Nick about 18 years ago? Come on, you guys don't know this? Seriously? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Farmer? Oh. What is farmer? That is correct. That puts Nick up 58 to 0-0, but it's still anyone's ball game. Seriously, you should be ashamed. Embarrassing. Do you even love your dad? Huh? Either of you? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Question 59. Finish the following phrase that your father used to say. He'll blank like a blank. Please, clam up like a $3 bill. That is correct! I could have done that blindfolded. I know. And now for our final question. The score stands Nick with 59, Jess in a close second with 0, and Tony with a pathetic 0. Question 60, however, is worth 60 points, so it's anyone's match. What is your father's middle name?
I play baseball.
What the hell? Eugene? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Take a shot. Got nothing to lose. Oh, that was our buzzer. Time is up. Nick, since you answered correctly, we will now deduct 60 points from your total, giving you a -1, and leaving us with a two-way tie. Oh, that is bull. But, I can't stay mad at you. You are so damn handsome. I get that a lot. Coming up, Jessica and Anthony will compete in a tiebreaker arm wrestling match, winner take all. And now, word from our sponsor. Hey man, who's that chick that does the hair and makeup? She's single? Did she ask about me? The tiebreaker only lasted 2.2 seconds, and after Jess won, she said she was afraid to risk it, but was pretty sure that Bruce's middle name was his father's first name, Weston. Fortunately, being the kind man that he is, Bruce didn't inflict that same horror of making Bruce his children's middle names, instead allowing his wife that honor, forcing the Plagman children to now explain why the hell their middle names are Rolls. Everyone who knows Bruce knows about his dedication to his job, but few know what he's like around the house. He loves to grill out, making burgers from well done to extra well done, and only occasionally setting turkeys on fire. He's also quite the handyman with a huge arsenal of tools that he keeps in mint condition by leaving them in their original packaging. We were able to acquire some footage of Bruce the Toolman Plagman hard at work.
Possibility.
But there's someone we have yet to mention, someone who, without her help, having those 3 children would have been slightly more difficult. His lovely wife, Louise. Bruce and Louise met in the late 1970s in another one of those random Midwestern states. And although Bruce's initial introduction was a bit unconventional,
Hey, where are the white women at?
it was meant to be. Each says the other was attractive back then, but we're not buying it. Here's an artist's rendering of what Bruce might have looked like as a young adult. Disturbing, yes. While we're at it, let's go ahead and clarify the story surrounding this couple's union in holy matrimony. Number 1. Louise was the first girl that Bruce had ever kissed. False. She was the third. Second if you don't count his mother. Number 2. They got married because Louise was pregnant. False. They waited 5 years after marriage before bringing their first child into the world, a mistake they're still paying for nearly 29 years later. Number 3. Bruce was the 5th Beatle. We can neither confirm nor deny this rumor. Number 4. Bruce wanted to get pregnant to avoid the draft. True, but he failed miserably. Not at dodging the draft, at getting pregnant. Boys can't have babies. Number 5. Apart from tennis, women's sports are a joke. True. Number 6. Louise celebrated learning about her first pregnancy by going on a 6-week bender. False, but that certainly would explain a lot. Well, in 1976, Bruce, already 25 years old and feeling his best years behind him, knew that with Jimmy Carter in the White House, now was the time to get married for the tax breaks. There's a reason people used to call Carter the White Obama. Times were about to get tough. Louise was around, so they got hitched. It wasn't until the end of 1981, after Reagan had a couple of years to fix Carter's mess, that they decided it was okay financially to bring a child into the world. They probably would have considered a child sooner, but both Bruce and Louise were terrified they'd have a son who would grow up to be really politically incorrect.
Why couldn't Helen Keller drive? Because she was a chick?
They're not chicks, Nick. They're women.
But tired of only having each other, they needed someone else to yell at. Little Nicholas would fill that need quite nicely. But Bruce's story isn't just about a great man who helped build a great family. His story is about America. The man was born in South Dakota, the Alabama of the Midwest, with 3 brothers, loses his mother to cancer while still in college, which he's putting himself through by driving tractor trailers filled with furniture across the country, then enters the workforce and becomes a model employee, always busting his ass, never complaining, always respecting his bosses and the company, never expecting a handout. He was even willing to drag his children across the pond to live in a socialist country for 2 years, forcing those poor kids to go on the Sound of Music tour in the Austrian Alps in the dead of winter. This man is the American dream. So quit your bitching about the Hope Scholarship only covering 90% of your tuition. Quit suing because you have to take a drug test in Florida to get your welfare check. Quit protesting because you want to breastfeed your 10-year-old in public. Quit wearing your pants 3 feet off your ass. Quit holding hour-long TV specials to make a 2-second announcement about playing for Miami. Quit having herpes and killing dogs. And quit going off on irrelevant tangents. Because I'll tell you something. This man may not be the smartest of the Plagman family, or the best looking, or the most athletic, or the funniest, or the best looking, or the most long-winded, but he's been a damn good father, a damn good role model, and even though he never taught me to fight like Christopher Walken taught his son in Blast from the Past when they were locked in a bomb shelter for 35 years, I will throw down with any man, provided they're smaller than me, who thinks Bruce Eugene Plagman isn't the personification of the American dream or who votes Democrat. Because if this man can go from living in bumblefuck South Dakota to paying for college by driving a semi to becoming a successful businessman with a boat who mercifully lets me live above my means while I screw around making pointless movies, then what? What were we talking about? I think it goes without saying, happy birthday from the entire Plagman family, and thank you for all you've done for us. And thanks for still having hair, that bodes pretty well for me. By the way, if I find this DVD covered in dust in the closet in 10 years, I'm going to be quite upset. That was me.